Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Arcane Core Blackout. Before we get started, I would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor for this episode, 𝚑𝚎𝚑 Productions. They publish Monster of the Week, the game you're enjoying right now, as well as such critically acclaimed hits as Blades in the Dark, Fate, and Thirsty Sword Lesbians. They've got 2 new supplements out now for a Monster of the Week. Tome of Mysteries adds new paranormal moves and playbooks for hunters to try. And the Codex of Worlds takes your mysteries beyond the modern day and gives your party new team moves to try. Look for them at your friendly local game store or on the web at evilhat.com. And now, without further ado, let us continue. Hello, and welcome to Other Cider Studios, everyone. I am your keeper this evening, Ambrose, she/they, and tonight we're continuing with Arcane Core Blackout, Episode 4, See No Evil. This series is using Monster of the Week, a Powered by the Apocalypse game by 𝚑𝚎𝚑 Productions. And we're going to introduce you to this lovely cast, starting with Calamity.
Hi, everyone. I'm Calamity. Pronouns she, they. You can find me all over the web as Hey Calamity with 3 Y's at the end. And today I am playing Cameron, the star. Let me be your... Anyway, the star.
Next, Iris.
Hello, my name is Iris Wyndham. You can find me on social media at usually Iris Wyndham VO. My pronouns are she, they as well. And I'm playing Cordelia Bennett / Cassandra Blackwell, the mundane. Pronouns she, her.
There it is. And Jazz.
What up? I'm Jazz, also known as _Scory on the everywheres. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing Mo Jackson, whose pronouns are she, her, the professional.
Sweet. And Vin.
Oh my gosh, hi. I'm Vin at VinVoxVA on Twitter, pronouns he, they, and I'll be playing Agent Foxtrot the wronged. Any all pronouns, maybe.
Totally.
You sound very sure.
So convincing.
Did you question your class?
You're questioning.
I'm questioning your class. Your playbook.
I question
Anyway,
everything about Foxtrot.
we continue with the recap for the last episode. We started off in the aftermath of the fight at the victim's apartment, Riley's apartment. I believe you all notice that Theo's not there, as well as Ezra's not there, as Janice comes in to address y'all. Did anyone want to talk towards what happened there?
For one thing, we kind of reconciled the fact that someone shouted the name Cordelia Bennett over the phone.
It's just when you act a certain way, maybe sometimes I mix you up with one of my other kids. It happens. My parents do it. I've been called my dog's name before. Okay, it's a reasonable explanation.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough, but sure. We some of us got a little more banged up than others, and so I tried to heal Cameron, and totally mundane means first aid.
Sure.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like there's something going on here.
And I believe also Theo and Ezra had a talk of some sort, but y'all don't know what that was. You just saw the aftermath of that. Also, Mo and Foxtrot take a walk to the car and have a bit of a talk, if I remember correctly. Did anyone want to talk towards the talk?
Remind me what the talk was about, because I do not remember.
I'm trying to remember myself. I just know that y'all had a heart-to-heart of some sort.
we had some kind of conversation.
Yeah, you did.
It was definitely I believe that was this where Foxtrot was like, hey, I've been noticing some things.
I believe
Would you
so.
like to talk about them? And Mo was
Yes.
like, wow, I don't
I love
know
your
you.
Foxtrot impression. That's really good.
Did
actually.
I do it good? Yeah.
I love that. That was good. That was spot on.
Thank you.
So yeah, you let it be known, like S12, if I remember, like this is just how y'all ride. Don't worry about it kind of situation. And Foxtrot's like, I am worrying about it because, but y'all kind of have like a understanding about S12 and each other.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I believe that so Foxtrot definitely was like, so yeah, about the Cordelia thing, and Mo was like, wow, don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. And essentially, what is the word? deflected that.
Deflected it, yes. Very hard.
I like diverged it. No, deflected it. And by saying that it's a touchy subject, which it is, and moving on from there. So I think we came to an understanding in that while Foxtrot is a part of S12 at the moment, Mo doesn't know them like that. So, you know, if it would be appreciated if you let me come to you if I want to, as opposed to being pressured.
There it is.
Appreciate it.
You get to the car, and there are 2 messages waiting for you. One of them is from Kat, letting you know about Millie, and that you that there's stuff in your email, but also you can go talk to them if you want to. And of course, another text message from Damien, which was a little embarrassing to hear out loud while Foxtrot is in the passenger seat.
Extremely so.
Yeah, it's you need eventually meet up with Damien to discuss things of some sort. And then Foxtrot gave you a very unconvincing thumbs up, which it looked like they were processing how to do so. But there's that. You all gather once you bring the car around to the front of the building, and you go back to command center to drop off clues. Cordelia, if I remember correctly, you dropped off the tape for the apartment building to give to Jack, Mix Jack, to review. But Kat was able to scrub 15 minutes before and after the time that Riley left the building, which I haven't viewed yet. Anything else that I'm missing about that before?
I thought his name was Ripley.
Did I say Riley? Okay, yes. Thank you. See, I'm bad at names that sound similar.
Oh, you're
Ripley.
good.
And it's right.
Just wanted to make sure.
It's right in front of me too. It's Ripley, everybody. I know what I'm talking about. Thank you. So drop off clues. You head out. First stop, you drop Cameron and Foxtrot off at Cameron's apartment. For Foxtrot to have a place to stay until space at the core becomes available once Ezra's done cleaning up. While Cameron goes to take a shower, Foxtrot, you realize something's off with the feather that you took from the crime scene. You want to discuss that?
I mean, sometimes feathers are weird, and sometimes you can talk to feathers, and sometimes those feathers go back to where they came from. I don't know why would that be important or integral to the plot at all.
No, not at all. That's normal. That's normal.
Totally, 100%.
Entirely. And you seem really excited that you were able to initiate some kind of magic or abnormal supernatural thing. And you noticed that it took off to Manhattan, right? Like in the direction of Manhattan through the window. That's all you know. So we'll see if anything comes from that. We'll see. It's probably fine.
Totally.
Totally. Everything's fine. So, Cameron, right before you take a shower, you do some research into the venue that you're going to be doing. Do you want to talk to that at all?
Yeah, just kind of looked everything up, kind of double checking where the venue is, what kind of club it is. It's an underground club on St. Mark's Place, and looked into the building and all the entrances, exits, kind of assessing it for safety, because I think she just kind of does that naturally. Yeah. I believe that's all she got from it. Maybe I'm forgetting.
Yeah, that's all you got. That it's okay. It is for clubs like this, which are very grungy underground vibe. They might not be up to code when it comes to fire safety, as well as accessible exits. So that's an example for that is something that you immediately notice as a hunter. But this is just the scene when it comes to musicians in the underground kind of situation. Then we go to, unless there was anything else that I'm missing with you two. Okay. Mo, Cordelia, and Ezra get back to the apartment building that they all share, different apartment rooms, obviously. Ezra steps off to get something from his apartment, but it decides to go to Mo's apartment for dinner later. Mo and Cordelia, you go up. Mo, you're making mac and cheese and prepping dinner. And then you get a phone call from Theo. Did you want to talk to that at all?
Yes.
Did you need a reminder? I could give a reminder.
A little bit. This was after he was holding up his end of the bargain with L.
Mhm.
So things were happening there. I don't remember why they called me though.
They
Was
gave
it to
you
tell me something?
to tell you a dangerous lead because you used a luck point. So like
Ah,
they told
that's
you
right.
that there is a video from the containment center that's a little grainy and might be a little like not legible, but like was able to get enough for you to view. It's in your email and Cass' email. You also need to review that as well.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And you both are being sassy to each other because
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not
Yeah.
sassy.
Right.
I would never be sassy to my fellow
Specifically
co-reader.
with Theo, you're extremely sassy. It's kind of funny. Um, with you, Cordelia, you step out to have your you like have your own thing going on, correct? You decide to relax, change out, and then you did something. Did you want to talk to that?
I don't think Cordelia did anything else. I don't think she contacted a Fey entity that she shouldn't maybe be talking to. Certainly not to ask a question slash forge a bargain between this entity, L, to see if she can get Cordelia any information about what the doll maker wants with Ezra. And also, I believe that Ezra kept like putting his hands in his pockets as if he wanted to give Corey something. And she kept going back and forth between whether or not to ask about that after this little call. But Ezra doesn't really talk about his family, and Elle asked for Ezra's mother's name. And so we'll see if I can get that. Yeah.
All right. Good luck. But besides that, when Ezra finally comes back, he's carrying a binder with information about a hunter cell that's a bit old in terms of the contents, but it has a good upkeep. Mo, you use your ability, soul search, to find out more information while he's looking through, and you find out what now?
Yeah, geez, I'm so sorry.
I can remind you. It's totally fine.
I have a general gist of it. I just can't remember what the details are. Like he was looking into I want to say it was Foxtrot's file. Nope, it was a different file. Then I don't know. Yep. It was a
I will talk
don't
to you.
know.
It's fine.
Don't
No
know
worries.
ish.
You looked into Ezra was looking into of the full team wipeout that happened to his team 12 years prior, and was comparing it to what happened to Ripley. You find out that he suffered a team wipeout. The only people that survived were him and Theo, as well as that he was comparing to see if what happened to Ripley was similar to what happened to his team, and he gave a very curt yes, but didn't go into detail. You were able to see visuals of what happened to clarify, and you were able to keep your face steady while that was happening. Also, I forgot, Willow helps you with cooking. And
Yes,
you might have made a deal with her without realizing.
I don't know what you're. I listen.
Totally fine, yeah, like there is unfortunately no Megan to tell you it's a Fae. You might want to think about saying a certain thing.
No, here's the thing. It's like we've probably lived together for like a couple of weeks now, and I'm pretty sure that they've suckered me into like so many deals at this point.
Yes. And it's usually very innocent what they ask for in exchange.
Yes,
like
and I'm constantly falling for it. Yeah,
or dinner or something like that. So you're like, this is probably fine.
This is normal. It's fine.
Cordelia comes out in a long Victorian nightgown. The only thing missing is candelabra to meet y'all with dinner. And y'all have dinner, and it's wonderful. And it's relaxing and everything like that. No tension, kind of a bonding moment. The next day, we all come back to command center. Theo shows up this time looking very much like he would be hungover, but isn't. And y'all kind of converge about a couple of bits of information. I'm trying to remember what those bits of information were because they were having to do with potion that was found at Ripley's apartment. You found out it was some form of mana or magic regeneration or stabilizer, but there was something different about it in comparison to the one you can just buy from Caligo, for instance. Like, it seemed like there was some kind of alteration. Does anyone else remember what else was found?
There was a box with
yes, there was a
something
case that was
an
found
empty
that was
space.
empty. It might have something to do with some kind of clockwork, some kind of mechanism that is relative to an automaton of some sort or something related. And that prompted y'all to maybe want to go to Caligo to see Audrey. Audrey, everyone, not Aubrey. That was my bad, because I'm bad with names that sound similar. But from there, you have a couple of bits of information to review later before y'all head out. But in this moment, before y'all kind of make plans to do anything, Ezra approaches Foxtrot about what happened to Foxtrot, because Foxtrot apparently went through a full team wipeout. But Foxtrot, did you want to talk to what happened?
Listen, I don't have to say anything without my lawyers present, so
You
I
kind of said
have
a
no
lot,
comment.
actually.
No comment, actually.
No comment.
No
I think I
comment.
can
Wow.
fill in the gaps for you. So apparently you're not sure. You're hiding something, it seems like, and Ezra was able to pick up on that. Yeah, you. Oh no, you're just an innocent.
I'm just a little baby.
Right.
An innocent what, Ambrose?
What?
An innocent what?
You're not gonna shit. But Ezra picks up on, like, hey, you're leaving out a couple of things about what happened to you. Are you even sure you know? But confrontation happens between Cordelia and Foxtrot. Foxtrot tries to deflect to Cordelia, not being Cassie, but maybe a Cordelia. And then you'll have a bit of a standoff of minds, and some information pops up about Foxtrot, which is they might have been around for a very long time. Question mark, but that's all you kind of know. And then we have a nice little, unless there was anything else I'm missing, there's a stinger, which is Jack is missing. Oh, Cordelia, you did something. You went off and did some magic on your work phone.
Yeah, I tried to scry on Jack. That very much didn't work. And then I started to bleed, and not used to that. Yeah. Broke my phone, my work phone.
Jack is missing. It seems like no one's able to get in contact with Jack. And you're wondering if it is your fault. Ezra was able to calm you down and reach out to Kat to see if there's anything that she can do. But we have a little stinger, which is Jack's workspace is empty. But it looks like the journal has broken another level of dome and is trying to break the next. So we'll see how that one goes. Content warning. This is a series that focuses on the following elements: violence and combat. Specific gun violence, fighting, supernatural violence, trauma and processing trauma, minor body horror, descriptive scenes of death, no gore, but maybe unsettling or dark, illusions and altered realities, creepy atmosphere, betrayal, and potential death. Please take care of yourself if these elements and how they may be portrayed make you uncomfy. You can always catch the VOD later or watch it on YouTube. That doesn't just go for audience members, but that also goes for the cast as well, because we have safety tools in place in that case. Awesome. And without further ado, let us continue. We cut back to Command Center. There's the tension between Cordelia and Foxtrot. Y'all are both pulled away by respective party members. If I remember correctly, Foxtrot get pulled back by Theo, and Cordelia pulled back by Ezra. Theo lifts the hands like, all right, we're gonna calm down. Like, we have to work together, everybody. Let's relax. There's a lot of things that we need to review before we head out. And we have some things that we need to do before that. Like, there's the concept of it going to, and looks at Mo, Caligo Avenue, right? Like, that's one option. But there's a couple of other things we need to review that might help with filling in some gaps. So, everyone take a seat, relax, and let's do that.
Right.
I like pat Theo's arm as I'm passing. Like, that was good. That was good.
Like, I hate that you're always like just bothering the fuck out of them. It's just like, you can't see their eyes because they have glasses on, shades on, but you can feel the glare behind there of like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, it's just like, it's like what the vibe is. Foxtrot, can you roll weird for me? While you all sit down.
I don't know, can I?
I don't know, can I?
May you?
All right. Yikes, that is a 6.
Mark that experience.
Mark that experience, BB. You feel there's a change in how you are feeling right now. Like, if there was any, like, worry, concern, like, anything on the forefront based off of almost kind of being singled out by, like, everyone, like, by Ezra and Cordelia and stuff like that, it seems to have evaporated for you. That's all you can tell.
Okay, cool.
And you're like, huh,
cool,
that's
cool,
the first
cool.
time that something externally affected me. I don't know what it was, though. As you take a seat. That's all you know. Now, we have a couple of things to review, y'all, before y'all make your decisions of where y'all are going off. We have... Let's see. Cassie, you have an email about Ripley's identity with you. Did you want to look at that? That's one. We also have footage about the containment center and footage of the apartment. Where would you like to start?
Are you asking specifically Corey?
Anybody? Where would y'all like to start?
Does anybody have a phone that they could use to access my email?
What happened to your phone?
Nothing. It fell. It didn't fall. I broke it.
Yeah, she did kind of badly. And Ezra pulls out his phone. I was like, I can get it. And gives you his phone to log in under the Google account. And then you pull up your email, the latest email, which was with Ripley. You don't have to roll unless you're looking for something specific or you have a question for me. But you find the following. You find that one of Ripley's cards is in use currently. That has been used to purchase something at a bodega that was not too far away from Ripley's apartment. And you notice Mountain Dew has been purchased and Skittles. Those are two things that have been purchased. Very random choice. But those things are purchased. You also find out that there is a reoccurring charge for something over the course of a month or so. It's a storage unit that he has been making payments with someone else on. And it looks like the day that he passed, it was transferred to somebody else. His position was transferred to someone else.
Right. Does anybody know where this storage facility might be? And I'll like read off the name of the transaction.
Theo lifts a hand. Oh, that's Chelsea, I think. Is where that is. Interesting. You gonna say something though?
Okay.
So that's a
No.
place.
No, yeah, I wasn't. Yeah. I was going to ask you though, Keeper, the information about the card and the bodega. Do I also have that information from Kat?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so. So I'm making connections.
You were able to connect pretty quickly that is the bodega that Kat told you that, oh, that's where Millie was. And you're like, interesting. Up to you if you say anything out loud about that, but
I will wait until I have some privacy with my kids.
Your kids. All right,
My
cool.
kid/Ezra. Kids.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. You find that out. There's footage also about the storage unit that Ripley had traveled to said storage unit, but only the entrance of it, not what's going on in the storage unit. Once a week for a month.
Like a whole week?
No, once a week. Like once a week for the course of a month, every week would come in periodically.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Sorry
okay.
if I said that weird.
No. I think you said it fine. I just, for some reason, my brain
Didn't process it.
did not process that. I thought it meant like 1 week monthly. So I was like, that's a long time to spend at a storage unit.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Doing what? I'm kidding. Cool. Great.
I have 2 forms of footage that you can look at, unless you have a question about this. But like, there's 2 forms of footage y'all can look at now.
They don't have 3? The apartment footage, the containment center, and the storage unit?
The storage unit, unless you want me to like fully describe what happened.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
But it is
okay.
just, you see that Ripley entered and left, and it does so repetitively once a week.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nothing else special.
Yeah, I would like to look at unless anybody else has questions, I would like to look at the apartment first and then the containment center.
Cameron, do you have any questions?
Not yet. I'm writing notes.
Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to single you out. I just wanted to.
No, you're fine. I was just like making sure I put everything down because I have not the best memory. So I'm like,
you're all good. No worries. Cool. So apartment first. All right. So y'all huddle around someone's laptop. Probably one is provided for every team to review, and you press play. It is the front entrance. You see a different receptionist, not the one that had attacked you because they were a doll. Different one. And you see Ripley no, actually it is the same one. No, it is the correct receptionist. I apologize. It is the one that was a doll. You see Ripley go up to them, wave. They are walking in a very jaunty, happy way. So there's a pep to the step, there's a song in their head kind of vibe is what's going on. Barely say anything, just evening kind of situation in a weird way, which is not evening, it was morning. But they leave. I am going to ask anyone who wants to, if they're looking for something specific in the footage, yes, Cameron, to roll sharp.
Not me forgetting that I have to roll physical dice.
I got an 11. I rolled double
shit.
6s.
Cool.
I was like, my sharp is -1. This isn't gonna go well.
Did you want me to give you something, or did you want to use it for investigating mystery so you can ask me 2 whole questions?
I will have you give me something.
Okay.
I got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay. So
Yeah.
going from Cameron and then Mo. Cameron, what you notice when you watch this, because you got you scored pretty well. there's like a blur that passes by like 5 minutes after Ripley leaves. You're not sure what that blur is. It does look human shaped, kind of, but it's moving really, really fast.
What did you want to give Mo hers, or
I'm trying
do you want me to
see
comment first?
if you wanted to comment, you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because she'll definitely go, ooh, I saw a thing. It got like a blurry for a second. There's like a
Can you rewind it a bit?
I would say Ezra does, like, rewinds it back and pauses. It does look like a human-shaped blur, but you can kind of you can barely make out who it is. It is a blur of color. If this is black and white footage, there's no distinguished color, vibe, outfit. You just kind of see the blur, barely the torso maybe, and barely legs.
And where is this blur passing?
It is passing towards the stairs. So like wherever there's like the stair entrance, it looks like that's where it's going. You can't see where the stairs is, but you do see in that moment that the door does open for a split second and closes pretty quickly. But you can only see like a section of it, so it kind of confirms that someone was there for you.
Creepy.
That already creepy. Right, Mo, what you notice? I would say that you did not pick that one up, but you do notice that exchange between Ripley and the receptionist, even though it seems very casual, it looks like they hold eye contact well after like passing. So it looks like it's very unnatural a little bit, where like Ripley's face stays viewing while moving forward, and it seems very odd. And you're wondering if kind of confirming a little bit like, Dollmaker talked in the brain a little bit, like between, so I'm wondering if like that might be why. And I would say you also get like a glint of a flash of light, since this is no color in this. In Ripley's eyes, there's like a bright color to their eye for a split second before.
And I see this too.
You do too. I would say that, like, if we're pausing and like searching and Mo's doing the same thing, you're like, interesting. So yeah, those are what you note.
Yes, Iris.
So did you say that Ripley was humming, or like
That was what I
was
was
humming and or whistling? Yes.
Gotcha.
song in their head.
Can we tell what kind of song, or like what tune?
Those of us rhythmically
I'm going to
inclined.
see if there's audio to this at all, because normally there wouldn't be audio for security.
Mm-hmm.
There is. It's really bad quality, but you can kind of hear. This is a bad microphone, so like barely it's peaking ever so often, but you're not sure what that tune is. You can't hear what they're saying when like good evening, but you can kind of say like hello kind of like thing, and then a tune is heard, but it's so low, and when it does go high, it mutes essentially. If you want to take a crack at it, you're going to have to do sharp, but at disadvantage. So I'm going to ask you to like roll 3 dice essentially.
Gotcha.
I want to do it. Can I do it?
You can do it. When you roll 3 dice, take the 2 lowest for me.
2 lowest.
Well, that's already a 6.
So you fail.
That's a
Sharp.
6.
I got a 10.
Oh shit! You're the 2 lowest. Damn.
I got a 3, a 5, and a 6.
Mo, when you what you're hearing, it sounds very familiar to you. I'm gonna say you're mid 40s, early.
Yes, mid to late.
I feel like you would have heard this song because like you might have grown up with it with your family, with Damien, not Damien, Dion's family and stuff like that. They played very old timey music like Nat King Cole and stuff like that. This sounds like a song that they would have played in their household, but you can't put your finger on it.
Creepy.
Like you can imagine like an older record vinyl playing in the background. Like you're kind of bought to a memory like that. You're like, what song is it though? That's all you can pick up, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Just because of how low and you're not hearing everything. Yes, Cordelia.
Can I pull back a little from the group, and I don't want to get too far away. I still want to make it look like I am attentively like here, but I would like to try and once again try to use magic.
Okay.
However, rather than observing another place, I would like to observe another time. To try and hear
you want
would I
to
have
go
to be
to that time frame that you see in the video?
Yes.
Why are you so unique with your magic? I love it. How would you like to go about doing that?
Time is a fucky thing for me. And Cordelia isn't big on music because she's never been able to like actively like work with it. But this body knows music, and so I would say that I'm just trying to like key into like the more attuned ears that Cassie would have had, and like just based off of like what Mo is doing, like picking up on the song, I want to try and just like focus back into that place and that like time and sort of, yeah.
I'm gonna give you something. So yes, you can utilize Cassie's knowledge of music because Cassie would know a lot about different music in general, plus your knowledge of music because of how long you've been around.
Okay.
So roll use magic.
Okie dokie. Sorry, I was reading the use magic and then I forgot to switch back to my character sheet. Okay, that is 7, so it's a mixed success.
All right, choose a glitch for me.
And back to the use magic.
No.
I mean, some immediate unwelcome attention sounds fun.
Oh my god.
Can it be me?
No,
can it please be
you.
me?
Why would it? Okay.
Because I don't know that she's using magic. You're hiding that from us, aren't you?
I was about to say the same thing. It could be us.
It could be us. Like it could be one of you. I'm trying to figure out who it would be.
There's one person I really hope it isn't, and it's not even the doll maker.
Cameron, you notice this, so so you do that. How did you want to view this? Is it in your head, or
for me?
Yeah, are you disassociating a little bit to view this?
I think that she's disassociating a little, but I think that if someone's able to pick up on this, then I think that what's happening is it's almost like sort of like sheet music, like little like arcane lines is like appearing like in front of her as she's just sort of like do like
All right, so what happens is a little bit of both. So you disassociate you feel like you're transported to that moment that you see in the video. So it's kind of like if the camera were to zoom in on the laptop screen that's paused in this moment, and it blurs with a little bit of static lines, and then you are in the video, black and white, standing a little bit of ways where Ripley passes by. Ripley has, you can see very clearly, you can hear kind of in a little distorted way, but very much more clearly what's happening. You can hear the humming now from where they get from the elevator all the way to that moment when they're having the exchange with the receptionist. And you can hear the beginning of the notes, so like you have more to work with. It sounds like humming wise, because I don't think Ripley has good is not a singer, so tone deaf. It sounds like What a Wonderful World is what's playing, like what is being hummed by Louis Armstrong, and it's a lot slower, thoughtful, on their own pacing. Kind of matches their jaunty like step a bit. And then you're brought back as those lines are appearing just for you because you can see magic. Ezra is noticing that you're doing magic as well. Maybe Theo too, but you can't tell with the shades on. Cameron, you do notice that Cordelia is disassociating a little bit. It looks like they're kind of staring off and kind of detach themselves. But they're still present in body there.
This is kind of the second time that she's clocked Cordelia doing something a little spicy, a little unnatural. I think she's going to sort of like once again take note, which she's been doing a lot lately, I will say, but I don't think she as sort of like airheaded as she can be, I think they realize like if it wasn't a big deal, it wouldn't be a secret. And they're not trying to get on anyone's bad side. So they're not going to like call it out directly, but they're like, okay, yeah, no, if I had any doubts before, there's something going on over there with
so
Cordelia.
You're like, huh, that could be like they're really good at first aid. But now this is like, you've seen people use magic. Like there's a lot of magic users in the Corps. You're like, that's someone focusing on using magic and being discreet about it. I would say you noticed that.
I think she will go. What do you think, Cordelia? Anything?
Sorry. I mean, obviously the audio is not great, but I think that it could be It's a Wonderful World. Or
that's what that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the sort of cadence of it. And I mean, he seems happy, and so I guess like just sort of going off of like context clues, that seems like it could fit his mood.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Mo, it clicks for you.
Interesting choice.
Yes, that is what is being played. Like you're like on the tip of your tongue, like reminds me of something from home. I don't know it. Fuck yeah! Like Wonderful World. Like that's literally what happens as soon as. Of course. Yeah.
If you had given me like 5 more minutes, I would have gotten it.
Can I gauge at all whether or not Cam realized?
I would say Cam is staring at you a certain way, but like you're not like ha, I got you. Just more like
She's not hiding that she knows. Yeah, she's also not trying to be obvious about it.
Right, kind of thing. Like okay, but not really trying to draw any attention to it.
Gotcha. Then if I may, I think that Corey's just gonna add like, I minored in music in college, and so I just how it sort of intersects with history, and so that might be a.
Cameron, did you mean to call Cordelia? Okay.
Oh. I realized that, and I was like, oh, oops, strike that from the record. I definitely did not say Cordelia.
I thought it would have been really cool if it was just like, oh yeah.
I know. I was like,
now I can read minds and don't worry about it.
Cool. Just wanted to check. It was
no, that was an accident.
Oh, cool. So you got that information from the footage that like a Wonderful World is being hummed and intermittently whistled as Ripley leaves the building. You have one more bit of footage, and it's footage from the containment center. Y'all switch it off to that. Mo, you use your email to pull that up because I think you're the only one that has it.
Honest, I don't actually know, because this is something like for me, right? That Theo sent me.
It's meant for the whole team if they wanted to view it, but did you want to view it on your own?
I wanted to view it first. Mostly I'm concerned about there being on-screen death, or anything else I might have to screen. But if he meant it for all of us, then I think that it would, like, she would trust them with that. So
I don't. Yeah, Theo wouldn't send something like that.
that's
without,
what I.
Yeah,
that's
so,
what I figured. Yeah, without like a little warning.
He would give
like,
you a warning. Yes. So
yeah. Okay. Then I'll trust. Yeah, that was my only thought, was like, if this was like something really upsetting, then I probably wouldn't want to show like Ezra or Cordelia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the other two. I do, but you know,
cares about y'all, but
fine.
like damn, like rude. Anyway, like so.
I love all my children equally, including looks at smudged on hand,
including these two new ones.
Kristen,
Campy, and Felix.
Felix. My God. So last one. Like Mo, you pull it up on yours. You're like, like there's the hesitation just because you're like,
I just kind of shoot Theo look like, is this good to play in front of the kids?
They just jerk their jaw in your direction. And you play. What you see, you, Mo, have been the only one that's been in the containment center, that room. It is like a camera that's like in the top corner, not facing the door. So like it is facing more out towards the glass enclosure where the doll maker is. You see on camera for everybody like a smoky, like a separate smoky sections that keep on trying to form into a body and then splitting apart, and then keep on doing that. And it's like, this is the first time y'all are seeing what the doll maker kind of looks like. Mo knows exactly what it looks like. It looks like every time it tries to, those little bits and particles of smoke try to come back together, it's having a hard time forming. And you can feel the thrumming, the vibration behind the glass, and maybe through it some form of frustration that they can't. But it looks like they're getting ready for something because they need to condense down now, is what they're trying to do. And they're like getting faster and faster. There is no audio in this containment feed. In a split second, that camera knocks down and falls and then disconnects. There's static for a split second. And then it reconnects in for a few seconds. And it looks like someone dressed like a Slayer branch member, so like kind of similar to a cleaner, but you don't really get to see their face. They're kind of like fully clothed Black Ops kind of vibe. Someone with sharp eyes that's lifting the camera up and reconnecting it. Behind them, you see that one of those glass enclosure glasses, the glass, has been shattered. There's like a hole that's there. It looks like something punched through, maybe, or something broke and charted apart. You can see someone doing magic quickly in circles, rings of different runes, layer upon layer. They're doing it so fast and quickly as smoke's trying to exit, but they're able to stop that happening as they keep on adding several rings on rings on rings to contain it. And you can see other people like kind of pointing guns at the ready, probably enchanted guns, as they reconnect the camera and look back at everybody like they're saying something to them. And then the feed cuts. And that's all you're able to get. It's up to you if you wanted to ask a particular question about what you just saw, but
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I ask it now or do I roll?
ask me what you want, and I'll tell you if it's like a sharp or a investigative mystery thing.
I wanted to know if the glass was broken from the inside or the outside first.
It's a sharp.
Like, was there more glass on the outside
Got
or
you.
the inside?
I want you to roll just sharp, just general sharp. Did you fail?
Nope. Oh wait, I have math. I have points in sharp.
Yes,
So
you
it's
do.
an 8. It's a mixed success.
I
rolled
like
a-
that
I
it's
rolled
like
2
it's after the
3s.
fact. Wait, I have math. I could do maths. So you notice quickly, because like the camera's panning really quickly as the person's like reconnecting. It looks like there's glass kind of spilling out, like in. It looks like it's impact on it, like inwise. So something punched through to open the glass.
From the outside?
From the outside, yes.
Okay, that was what I thought. Just want to make sure. Was there any indication of a like secondary person who might have been a threat? I guess any indication of who might have done that, I guess, is the question. In the room, because it appears that the doll maker has been contained. Or is in the process of being contained.
Mm-hmm.
But where is the person who might have helped them?
Do you want to find out if there was a secondary person in the room that might have helped? Okay. Trying to see if like there would have been anything left behind that you could see in that short clip. I don't think so. You know what? Actually, yes, you do. In the glass, you see that there is a little bit of blood. So it looks like whoever punched through hurt themselves.
Theo.
Hmm?
Did they tell you what went down, like in specifics? Back then, like specifics.
A little. It looks like there was a breach of some sort. There was the belief that either a doll broke in and was able to punch through the glass. There's no way the doll maker could have broken it themselves just because of the enchantment on the enclosure. But from whatever dolls were left, it didn't look like anyone took damage that way, like glass damage or like shards of glass stuck in arms or anything like that. But that's the conclusive. One of the dolls might have opened it because some of them left. Some of them were able to escape just fine, so it could have been an escaped one.
Could have just been any of them. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
I was
kid.
just gonna say, would it be worth like doing an investigative mystery? Like, could I get any more than that if I tried to?
Can you ask me a question that
That's
might,
fair.
because I'm not gonna say no. Like if there's something like, hey,
Yeah.
I want to look at something specific to look into it, maybe.
I'm just trying to see if there's any indication of, I guess, who exactly it could have been. That tried to break.
I think I could do something with that. Roll general sharp.
Okay.
I think I might be able to.
Okay. That is a 7.
So it's very like a mixed success.
Mm-hmm.
When the camera falls, because like it tumbles, it looks like there was an impact that hit it. Very much, they knew this person knew where the camera was, whoever knocked it out, and they knew to disconnect it and how to disconnect it. And to be honest, you're not sure if a doll would know how to do that. The only person that would know, or people that would know how cameras are set up in the core, are core members.
Could a core member be a doll?
that could be a possibility because there are some that have gone missing.
Mhm.
But those missing core members were after this attack, though. And that's all you know, unless there's something else anyone wants to ask.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out if I can also come to this conclusion because only core members would know where this is. And I didn't, I mean, I might have, no, because I would have remembered everything that I told them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Mo would have had those specifics. She might have, but I don't, I'm just like thinking if, because that was kind of where my mind was going to, just in general. And the clue that you gave Cameron just kind of like low-key confirms it.
What confirms what exactly?
Just the suspicion that maybe somebody inside the core was a doll, someone who wasn't me.
I'll give you this. And this is there is a barrier on every core location the doll maker can't enter. That's probably why people have gone missing, because they can't enter once they become a doll.
Okay.
You're really close to figuring something out. Like, that's all I'm gonna give you.
I should taste it on my tongue. I'm
it's
like,
right
there's
there.
something
I
there.
need you to. It's so close. You're really close.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
So yeah, Theo notes and is like, all right, so that's what we have based off of that information. What do we want to do now? There's a couple of leads we can track down. There's a storage unit. We can continue going to Caligo Avenue.
Inherently, which I think I asked this last time, but I guess I didn't take a note on it. Which location is closest to the venue?
It is Caligo Avenue. Is the
It was
closest.
Caligo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why you wanted to go with me.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes,
one of the
okay.
reasons why. Yeah. And I'm kind of just like, I feel like personally we should separate these two. And I gesture to Cordelia and Foxtrot. Just for now. Just for now.
Quick question. Was Foxtrot watching that last video?
The containment?
The containment?
Yeah, I would assume so, unless Foxtrot did not want to watch it. Yeah.
I can't think of any reason they wouldn't want to. They're trying to be a good team member, quote unquote.
Curious and curious. Why?
And Can I just turn to Foxtrot after watching that video and just be like, I feel like you and I would know best of all. Didn't it feel just frustrated and upset about the lack of tangibility?
Tangibility in what way?
I mean, it doesn't exactly have any skin to call its own.
I mean, I think that would be concerning for anyone, truthfully. Not in a passive, we shouldn't be having this conversation kind of way, but more in a general, no, that's weird for everyone. Is that right? I mean, I don't want any hostility between us.
Between you and I?
Yes.
Oh, no. I think we're good.
Okay, good. I apologize a little more earnestly.
Like, Ezra says, raising an eyebrow between both of you, like, are you?
I I mean, what I said was in good faith.
Okay. Just check. All right. While this is happening, Kat's gonna like briskly walk up to the group, but tap only Ezra on the shoulder and gesture for him to come with her. Sure. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And he walks off. Where are y'all going?
I just kind of feel like it's smart to split up. We got a lot of ground to cover, not a lot of time, so.
No, yeah, good on. Let's time. Time is good. Whatever we do with time. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
It kind of
Yeah.
like looks at. I think
Yeah.
she has like a can of something. You just kind of like.
Do you have a place to be?
Cameron? It's not. No, that's no. Just more of a.
No.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
Did-
Just get tired from the other day. Just kind of took a bit of a blow. Just kind of feeling.
Yeah. No, you did. So we're gonna take it easy today. We're gonna try to take it easy today. I'm heading to Caligo. But I need somebody who's.
I'll go with you.
You know where to go?
I
mean, I kind of know the general direction. I'm not great with magic, though.
You know how to get there. You know exactly how to get in. Yes.
Really?
You don't need to use magic because you know how to enter.
Okay.
You just
it's
feel
not like a.
You just feel weird going without.
Okay. Yeah, that's also true.
Okay.
That's also true.
So, yeah, but
okay, that's
Theo
just what I'm saying.
Like, raises his hand like, I can be your guide. How about that?
I mean, I'm to be honest, Theo. I feel like if we're splitting up, I want one of us with one group, one of us with the other group.
Okay, makes sense to me.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Is there a problem? Like he like looks down at you.
No. There's no problem. It's just that sometimes I turn around and I need you, and then you're just gone. So
you're gonna be passive aggressive about this?
I'm not passive aggressive.
Talk about it like a normal person.
We are talking about it. I told you what
Cameron's
it was.
gonna walk out. Cameron just leaves.
All right, you kids have fun. Try not to fight, please. Also, tell Ezra whenever he gets back where we're going.
All right. So, whoever's going to Caligo, let me know. The other option is Containment Center. Or alternative third option, if anybody's planning to do anything there. Which I'm about to give you if you want me to give you one, but...
I mean, for shits and giggles, what happens to be the third place?
Sure. So, Ezra is... Like, everyone after Mo's, like, wherever Ezra's doing, I guess, like, we'll, like, communicate the issue. You all look to the other corner of the room, and you see Ezra talking to Kat, in a hushed tones, kind of like, having a conversation of some sort. Ezra nods, like, kind of processing something, and then kind of, I feel like Cordelia, you would notice this, because you know Ezra's, like, tics and stuff like that is the best way to put it. He just got information that is concerning, and then he's immediately housing that. Like, cool. Thank you. And then nods, and then walks back towards the group. Says, hey, I'm gonna have to sit this one out, in terms of in the field. The person who was watching the Dollmaker's journal back at the core is no longer present, and they need someone to continue research into that. So they're asking me to take up the spot for a little bit because of my arcane knowledge. So I won't be able to to be with y'all. But if you need me, you could always call me. But I'm going to be doing my own research into the journal and try to figure out what's going on there.
Mr. Ezra, you seem very capable and knowledgeable in magic.
Yes, Miss Bennett, I know, thank you.
Blackwell.
Oh, sorry. The beast, it's for me. I am sorry. I'm so bad at similar sounding names.
I just couldn't tell if it was Ezra or you.
It was Ezra that definitely did that. I did that on purpose, but yes.
I think that for one, she blushes a little, and for two, she just like clears her throat, tries to truck on through. But you should definitely have someone just with you while you're there. I know that I've been helping Jack on that project, and the barriers seem to be weakening more and more.
Yeah, I've been told that too, so I'm about to check into that to see what's going on with that as well.
Okay.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come with me, they can, but I won't be in the field today.
Foxtrot, do you have any inclination on where you're thinking of heading?
I don't have a preference, but I'll go where I'm needed.
If you want to come along, I do have questions for you, Foxtrot.
Are they good questions?
Unless there's something that you're hiding.
Then fine. I don't have anything to hide.
All right, then we're gonna turns to Mo. We're gonna head back to HQ. If you need me, I'm around, Mo.
All right. Call if you need me.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming
Bye,
Theo's
nice.
going with them too, because splitting up the group.
Yes.
Leader 1 and leader 2 need to be
Exactly.
So yeah. Theo's like, as they're leaving, Theo gives you a look of like, see, I'm doing my job and communicating with you. Is that better?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Also, if you feel like you need an extra person, you could maybe call what was the detective's name?
Yeah. Damien, right? You should talk to him. Oh, like, communication's a thing, right? Like Theo says, right? Like, you've been.
All right. That's it.
staying in
I'm leaving.
contact.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. Yep. That's
Where you
enough out of
going?
you.
Where you going, Mo?
Calico. We're going to Calico. Damn. You're not cute.
Theo does that. So yeah, and then y'all split off. Which team should I start with? We're gonna start with whoever's going to HQ, which would be Theo, Cassie, Foxtrot, and Ezra. You're gonna go. It takes a little bit. I'm assuming y'all are gonna take a lift. Mo's taking the car to go to Calico. Takes about 30 minutes plus to get back from where y'all are. And you kind of rush through. There's a sense of urgency when you do get to the core to get to Jack's research area. You take the elevator up to the 4th floor. Their research area is pretty close to the elevator, probably barely taking a turn. And it's right there. And you can kind of hear a lot of movement in terms of like something slamming against something or attempting to. And you see Ezra kind of jog over. He's like, oh boy, okay, all right. You could see him put his hands down on that table, that magically infused table. And you see bright light come from the edges of that table. And as y'all get closer, Foxtrot, you can see these domes. This is the first time you're seeing this. You see a book in the center. There's several domes encasing it, like domes of light, about up to 7. And you can see in the center 2 of them already shattered. That's closest to the journal. There's one that's almost completely shattered right afterwards. When Ezra puts his hands on the table, you see that bright light infuse. There's runes that are reactivated, focusing in on the center, and that dome that is almost shattered completely stitches back together. The other 2 don't come back. It kind of makes a face about that. It's like, oh, that's weird. It's supposed to kind of reinitiate all domes. How long has looks at you, Cordelia? How long has has been going on with the domes?
I think that the last one shattered. The last one shattered within the last 24 hours. And I think the one before that, same thing.
Okay. Did Jack put in a service maintenance for it in some way for like a magic team to kind of fix it?
I don't remember asking if they did.
I think this is the keeper. I think that Jack had kind of passingly mentioned that like he was concerned and asked someone to fix it, but for some reason they never came by.
Can I check and see if Jack's email is open?
It definitely is. Unfortunately, Jack just like left. Like you turn first to look at the computer. I'm assuming it's like a tower. Would it be like a tower? Would it be like a laptop? What do you think?
I think that Jack has too much information to like keep on just a laptop, so I think it's a really like souped up tower that they like keep.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. I feel like Jack would keep the computer on and never turn it off, like kind of thing, until like it needed to be turned off.
You could bake cookies on
it. Just like you could bake cookies on it and stuff like that. So it's still on. It looks like you could hear like it's getting ready to take off. That's how long it's been on, and it's unlocked, which you're not supposed to do at the core. Like once you walk away, you're supposed to unlock it. You're supposed to lock it down. You don't need the password.
For one thing, every time that book is moving or like changing, I am constantly looking back over and like looking between it and Foxtrot just to see if anything new shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just looking for on the like searching through Jack's email to find if where they corresponded with someone about bringing in the like someone to fix the barriers.
Good. You're able to do that really quick. I'm not really gonna ask you to do anything about that. Like you don't have to roll anything.
Yeah.
But you just skim through. This has been going on for about almost 2 weeks. There is a correspondence that was sent out to the tech team, I suppose, like just to, hey, having issue with the containment table that we have like on like in my area. It's not reinitializing properly, and I need someone to come down here. And it was sent. And then there's a follow-up email, a secondary one, a few days later, asking again. There is no responses.
I'm gonna just take out my non-work phone. Dear Catacomb, who would be in charge of responding to emails about a faulty containment table?
Dearest Catacomb. There's that dot right afterwards, right? Of like, once again, got my name wrong, but it's good. Sends a message back. Well, it usually comes into the tech team on the cleaner floor. Whoever is in charge of IT, I'm not. But usually they respond within 24 hours. Did you want me to check it?
I think we should be very cautious with whoever is in charge there.
It's not really a in charge thing. It's not like there's like one person in IT. I can just check to see if it was received. Can you just tell me like the reference number of like because like these are the like information where like, hey, this was called in. Here's the number for the reference number, for instance.
I think that I text the reference number, and then very shortly after, written out is doll emoji.
Is there a doll emoji?
I don't know if there is. I don't think
It is
that's...
today. It is in this universe. There's a doll emoji.
No, I just mean I think she writes out DOLL space EMOJI.
Okay. There's a dot dot dot, and then like exclamation mark, question mark. Very concerning, right? And then in response, give me a second. You wait like less than a minute, and then you get back. There's no reference number by that. Are you sure that's it?
Who's better with computers? Just like to the room.
I am, like Ezra says.
Yeah.
Is there something that you want me to do? Like, what happened?
Shit. I think that I think Jack might have been compromised before any of this happened. I'm jumping to conclusions, but I don't think that they're incorrect conclusions. I think that Jack might have known that the table was faulty, didn't actually send in anything, and is now gone. And so probably took some information, but then that doesn't make any sense as to why the book is still even in containment. I think she just starts like having like a two-sided conversation with herself about like, oh, but
we can talk about that later. There is a little bit of concern about something being compromised. I think you're onto something, but there's not enough information. So
yeah.
We'll talk about that. Until then, it goes back to the table, and like I can kind of work on it, but I don't know who made this. So like it's one of those things where like it's maintenance. Whoever is in charge of that would be the one that would know how to fix it. But I could try. Until then, looks to Foxtrot. So, sorry, Ben. It's just like, oop. So, reason why I wanted to ask you about your team, is I wanted to know what the cause of your team wipeout was.
If I remember correctly, it was an attack, a mission for a certain creature that just went sideways.
Okay. Do you know what who they were pursuing? It's a hunter team, so.
I want to say it was something extraterrestrial, like an alien or such. Something like that.
That's interesting. We don't really. I mean, we do get extraterrestrial things often, like not as often as, like, I don't know, demons or something like that, but like it does happen. Did they find it?
I'm not sure. Of course, something must have happened for the event to transpire, but I haven't really tried to track it down.
Okay. Good to know. When I get the chance, I'll do, actually, and it like looks to Theo. Actually, could you look into that a little bit in terms of what happened to that cell? You good, Vin? You Gucci?
I can't look at the screen because Jazz is looking at me.
Yeah, Jazz is making faces.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Like, yeah.
My mom said I can't play anymore.
I can't control my
face.
It is the best part of recording with y'all, Jazz's facial expressions. So Ezra says like, hey Theo, could you look into what happened to that Foxtrot cell? I'm pretty sure like that there's a record of details about what happened. And Theo nods, sure. I'll be right back. Shouldn't take too long. Don't go anywhere. And Theo starts jogging away. What is your concern, Jazz? What's good? Is it because Theo's leaving?
Yes.
Like, it's fine. Like, it's probably more than likely safe here. Don't worry too much.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally.
No doubt.
Yeah. So while it's happening, I'm gonna give y'all reign to look into a couple things. Ezra's gonna start looking into the journal itself. Is there anything that y'all wanted to do here while Theo's going off and looking into things?
I kind of want to look at the light domes, like the ones that are broken that haven't necessarily repaired themselves.
Sure.
And this is a little kooky crazy, a little silly maybe. Could I possibly roll weird to understand them more or find a way to reconstruct them?
What would that be? Hold on. You want to do like
Kind of like when you,
yeah, like we're
more on the lines of like using magic or alternate weird move, weird science. Kind of like how you somebody plays by ear, just analyzing the structure of it and trying to recreate it by scratch. Or if not, if that's too much, possibly learning more about it.
Don't you worry your head. Give me a second. Do I have weird science here? I don't have it up right now. But if you wanted to use weird science to analyze, you can. Or you can use magic and you describe how magic works in your case. Magic.
I think we're in a supernatural society. Let me hit this roll real quick. Ooh, wait, what's math? 4, 5. That's a 12.
You got a 12. So did you want to use magic? So like, and describe what your magic looks like?
This is very exciting and very weird for me. I think just watching and just being so excited and inclined that their hands melt into the table, like sinking into it and feeling the mechanisms, the magic, the arcana, and what have you, and trying to piece it like a puzzle, like they're playing a puzzle game, a Rubik's Cube out of broken pieces.
Okay.
In an attempt to fix it.
I mean, you got a 12, like, you know, so like you.
I did.
Ew. So your hand melts and it looks like is it kind of like phasing through, or you're melting into the table, like you're becoming a part of
I'm just
situation?
phasing into it.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
a better.
cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's seeing this, except for Theo, obviously. Cordelia, you see this. Ezra kind of takes a step back, and gives you a once-over. When you do this, you can feel where there's a problem. This is magic inclined, but whatever is used to initiate the magic in this, it looks like it was tampered with to not regenerate once destruction of a dome happened. It's kind of like sorry, y'all need to stop in the chat. Yeah. So there's some kind of foci being used in the table, so kind of like either crystal or something powering it, and it looks like some kind of magic was used to delay the other part of it, which is to regenerate full destruction things. But that's kind of like, you know, like clearly this is someone tampered with it. It's not this is an accident, someone tampered with this. And you're able to prod around and remove those bad parts because you're not entirely sure what language is being used to like make the magic happen here, but you can at least remove the bad thing, like the thing that's like blaring red for you, and then make it seem like it's going green or bright. And then once you do remove those bad parts, everyone, including you, can see those domes coming back, slowly growing back to reshape. And that book gets smaller to fit into that space, the original size of this book. Yeah, everyone just saw you do that. Ezra is like looking at you, like tilting his head, and it's like, that's not magic that you just did.
Wait, then what if that was what was fingers kind of glistening and glittery? That was it.
So you lift your hand. You're like, ah.
Mm-hmm.
In that moment of like, I don't know what you're talking about kind of situation, Ezra stomps over to you and grabs your hand, very abruptly. His you don't know what's wrong. You're getting a wrong vibe all of a sudden from him. You feel weird upon hand touching yours. Kind of like something's crawling over your skin or under your skin. We're all about skin here for some reason. Cordelia, did you want to do anything?
Can I try to use magic to bar Ezra from Foxtrot?
Sorry, that is ingenious. He did still grab Foxtrot, but you can stop from something happening, I would say.
Yeah.
So, roll.
Especially if any transfer's trying to go on, because I've been on the other end of that, and he doesn't like doing that, and I know that.
I will say, you can still do it. Yeah, still do it. Yeah, have fun. Go ahead.
Okay. Woo! Jesus Christ, that's a 4.
Oh God. Ooh. Something bad happens then instead.
Yeah.
But you mark experience. Hey. So good things, sure, but the worst thing to fail at, which is magic. How are you trying to do this? Like, how are you trying to bar?
I think that seeing Foxtrot just do that, she is, and like knowing that is not any type of magic or like anything that she understands, she is giddy with excitement. Seeing Ezra not be the same way, not have the same reaction, not because he's having a different reaction, but just seeing the reaction that he is having, her first response is, I think, thinking back to when he tried to drain that one person in the cafeteria. And so she's like, I need to stop this so that we can have a rational talk. And so she's just trying to exert like a force between the two of them to stop any sort of transfer or anything like that. Even if she has to like physically try to like put herself between them.
I would say you're trying to force you're kind of forcing your will a little bit to push them apart. So it's kind of like a force push, which is what like a base level, as well as like trying to bar, so push them apart. You greatly underestimated like the level of effort, so you put a little too much. Ezra definitely was doing something already, but you're able to split them apart. Ezra goes flying into the wall board, like what is it, like he's like a dry erase board, like there's a wall, and he slams pretty hard against it, and takes 1 damage from how hard he's able to, like, and he's able to sustain himself and kind of grab his arm, look at you like, what? Theo left and the kids are like fighting. Just looks at you like, what? Why?
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't. I couldn't even if I. Then looks back at Fox. I couldn't even if I wanted
to. Keeper, Iris, heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. I'm gonna say tails. Go for it.
All right. I'm a little overwhelmed. What I thought that was what people did here.
No,
Was that
it isn't. And you don't even have any spiritual energy.
what does that mean?
You don't have a soul?
I think that's a little callous, don't you think?
That's not what I'm talking about. like he like just cracks his back to like realign a little bit because his back hurts a little bit. You're dead.
Again, more insults. Soulless.
Not like
dead.
There's nothing wrong with being dead.
No, there. He looks back at Cordelia. No. You don't have a core. You don't have magic. Comes from spiritual energy. You need that to do magic. You don't have that. You're technically dead, Walking Dead, but you're not Walking Dead, and then like gives you once over. I'm confused.
I do have a counter. If that's the case, what is necromancy?
It is a type of magic, yes, but like you're not using like how magic's used. You need spiritual energy. You're not using spiritual energy. You're using something else to do whatever you're doing.
So if I say I'm kind of in a box with the two of you, if I make a confession, if I be honest, will it stay between the two of you?
Ezra looks to Cordelia.
I think that Cordelia is just looking down, just sort of like wringing her hands a little bit after the magic that she did, half listening, shakes out of it and still looking down though. Yeah, I'll keep your secret.
I'm gonna be honest, it depends on what you're saying, so.
Foxtrot kind of like struts over to the door and opens it. Is the hall clear? Is Theo coming back any second soon?
You do not see Theo coming.
Okay, cool. This is bullshit, actually. I hate this. This sucks. I wasn't expecting things to get out of hand so fast. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, you got me. Dead. The thing is, this was just supposed to be like a reconnaissance thing. I was just supposed to do research, and then suddenly I'm stuck in whatever you guys are, and I'm really scared. Hi. I'm technically Foxtrot, not exactly Foxtrot. It's a strange string of coincidences that Foxtrot was a thing that happened. That thing, that incident with, yeah, that was me. But not me.
What do you
the cell wipeout was.
You killed him?
I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Like I said, I was supposed to be running reconnaissance. Oh, alien. Hi.
Oh, you're an alien.
Listen, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry because I just.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I came completely harmless, and things just happened.
Okay.
Now you know how hard it is for someone very not like this. So, I'm trying to bring this back monotone, deathly, boring. So if we can just
like, yeah. Foxtrot was boring. Very boring. Oh gosh. Okay.
So if we can, yes. Surprise. I Cassie, Cordelia, whoever the fuck you are, I thought that we had some kind of kindred thing happening, but I don't know. I don't know what you
I thought so
are.
too.
I mean, we have that thing though, right? That
What?
you're just out of body, but not necessarily. We're in two separate vertices or axes in terms of that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So you killed yourself. Well, not yourself. You killed the self.
Yes, but it was more of a
Survival thing.
yeah. You come down. This one was the most intact, and that's what I just stuck with. I don't know anything beyond the routine that I've made for myself and trying to emulate Foxtrot's whole thing. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But if there's any consolation, I don't have any ill intent. Clearly, you're still
Killed the whole
alive.
cell by yourself.
I am not proud of what I've done.
I mean,
but
not...
communication-wise, I'm not beaming information out to my, my cell, quote unquote. I've done a lot of. It's more of a human note-taking experience. Not necessarily. I wasn't expecting magic and demons and whatever you are. These things are completely new and unheard of. Yeah, I found myself in a lottery of sorts. Yay, but yeah.
Okay. Well.
But I fixed your table, and that should count for something. And I've kept my mouth shut, which also
murdered an entire cell. You see how that's not really the same level of.
How many billions of people are here? Do you reprimand people for killing an ant or stepping on a bug? I don't, but I'm giving you an example. The life is.
If you don't, if you're trying to not, you're not trying to kill us. You're here to recover information or gain information.
Study you. Yeah, I'm.
That's so weird. Okay. For now, I won't say anything. But that's kind of fucky. Like Ezra says back to you, like I'm gonna have to say something eventually to somebody.
Yeah, but eventually, how long is eventually?
Until this whole thing is over.
Well, what is over?
Doll maker. We put the doll maker back in the box.
Okay. We'll see if you're alive by then. Cordelia, what are you?
Who says that? What do you mean? Are you gonna murder me?
Their attention is completely on Cassie at this point.
And I have tried to use empathy on Foxtrot.
Sure. This is ridiculous.
Just reveal everything you ever wanted.
Go.
That is.
I couldn't keep it anymore.
Couldn't keep it.
That's an 11 for a 10. So.
Ooh.
Okay. So, empathy.
Their impression of their current emotional state and intentions.
How is Foxtrot feeling right
now? Foxtrot is like brightly inquisitive. Almost like a kid going to a zoo or a museum or a science center. They want to know Cordelia's deal, assuming that now that I've given my information, you're going to give me your information. It's that brightness, that eerie brightness that they had back in their conversation, like that first altercation.
Right. Gotcha. So, Cordelia, feel that brightness of like, I told you, now you tell me, is the vibe you're getting. And as soon as you open your mouth to say something, Theo opens the door, carrying like paperwork and stuff like that. It's like, all right, so I found a couple of things. Is Ezra okay? and you see that Ezra's looking kind of banged up a little bit. I walk away for a second, and y'all get into a fight.
No.
We were studying the table, and it got a little
Out of hand.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm fine. I just, like, did a thing. It's working now, so it just hurt a little bit. I'm good, Theo. And let's see, that's convincing for some fucking reason. It's convincing enough, but he is suspicious. He's extremely suspicious because he's looking between y'all.
I'm just gonna turn to Theo and just be like, my magic's not as under wraps as it used to be.
Okay. I understand. It's okay.
And if need be, I can try to further manipulate him to try and assuage his his suspicion.
Mm-hmm. He's already convinced. Just like,
okay,
it's y'all though. That's like Theo's like it's y'all.
We're
like,
S12.
Okay. Well, understood. So I got that paperwork for Foxtrot's team, if that's correct. I could look through it in more detail to find out what happened there. But it seems like everyone was wiped out, blunt force trauma, like shredded apart, and like kind of like going through like banged up beyond recognition in some cases. I believe Foxtrot's the only one that didn't get that badly hurt. Yeah. Nothing similar to what's going on right now, it seems like, unless there's something else you want me to look up specifically, Ezra.
Could I borrow that file, or?
Sure. Gives it to you.
Okay. I just do a quick. Are there photos of what happened to the rest of the team?
Mm-hmm.
Can I, being someone who was once very much at odds with the core, being someone who is not afraid, or was not afraid to murder someone, can I see if there is just like slaughter for slaughter's sake? Like, were the other bodies like just like overkill to the point of like sending a message almost, or like?
Sure. That would be just a sharp. Roll a sharp for me.
That is a 9 plus.
I mean, you passed it.
Plus 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 10.
So full success.
I will give you this. You don't know this, Cordelia, but Foxtrot. Going back into your memory of this day. The only reason you got a drop on them was that they were distracted by something else. They were coming in guns blazing for you. And I would say, Cordelia, you notice one body that doesn't look quite right. Not the same way, right? Like, not, yes, like they were attacked. It looked like they were fighting something, and it was for defense purposes. There is overkill for one of them, but that could be because they fought the hardest. And it was just kind of very much stop bothering me, leave me alone kind of thing. Very much like, not saying that Foxtrot's a kid, but very much a kid like throwing a toy down and stop doing that kind of situation. Leave me alone. A kind of thing is like the vibe you're getting, but it's a human instead of like a toy. There is one that looks like it just dropped dead. It doesn't look normal. There's a lot of blackening around the eyes. It looks very similar to Ripley, but it looks worse. Like, it looks a lot worse. Like, it looks like they're going through decay right now. Plus being sapped of energy. Foxtrot probably did not notice this because they were focused on, hey, y'all, leave me alone. But you're not sure why that person looks different.
Can I pocket one of these photos.
You just want to pocket it?
Yeah,
Okay. You pocket that one.
just
the one where...
quietly, secretively as possible.
Okay. So you do that. Act under pressure.
Can I help?
Would you do you notice that like Cordelia's doing this?
I think what they do is like kind of position themselves, so like the file or dossier is being covered, and just like murmuring, saying, "Yeah, this was what happened." Like not necessarily saying anything. I think there might be saying mumbling, but
Mumble,
it
mumble,
is.
yeah. So what ends up happening? Cordelia roll to act under pressure. Foxtrot roll to assist, and depending on how y'all roll, depend on if you're very obvious or not. And then we will take a break after this.
Okie doke. That is a 6 on my part.
I just realized help out is cool. Let's see.
Is that your thing? I don't think it's your thing.
That's a 4.
I'm gonna spend a point of luck.
Fuck. Okay, like, so you are able to do it, but Foxtrot, you still rolled. So, like, it does something if you don't do it well. I don't know if you can hear. Help out. What happens when you fail?
I think
Expose
nothing.
yourself to trouble or danger. So, Cordelia, you're able to... Go ahead. Yes?
That's on a 7 to 9. I rolled a 4. So, like, there's... If I did, it just doesn't do anything, I guess.
Okay.
Well, that's what I assumed.
I usually make it worse than...
Okay, that's fine.
But because Cordelia passed, I'm just going to say that something awkward happens to you. Is the best way to put it.
That's fine.
So Cordelia, like, Foxtrot, you're just like, yeah, like, you're like, oh, yes, mumble, 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 words. You're actually saying mumble, mumble, words, mumble, mumble. Because, like, if you said it low enough, it would just sound like you're talking, but you're saying it a little too loud, and it sounds like mumble, mumble, word, mumble, mumble. But Cordelia, you're able to pocket the photo just fine. Theo and Ezra were kind of, like, focused on the table, and Theo might have also bought research into the journal itself, and they both naturally gravitate towards looking at you because you're saying these words, and they both kind of like tilt their head at you. Ezra more along the lines of, "Oh, you're up to fucking something," because he knows you know. Theo's just like, "Jesus fucking Christ, why are you so weird?" It's like the face Theo is like giving you, and just confusion is like.
I think to play along. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, go.
I think that she also just sort of like cocks a head and like looks weird as she like pockets.
Nice. It's just like, yeah. I hope you got the information that you needed from whatever you're looking at, but now it's time to look into the journal, I guess. And from there, we're gonna take a quick break. Be back soon, everybody. Hello, everyone. Before we return to Arcane Core Blackout, we would like to thank our sponsor for this episode, Evil Hat Productions. Also, as a thank you to all who are watching today, Other Cider Studios and Evil Hat would like to present discount codes for Monster of the Week Hardcover Edition or Tome of Mysteries, a Monster of the Week supplement. Use code ARCANE20, that's ARCANE20, on checkout at evilhat.com when purchasing one of these items for 20% off of your purchase. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Now, back to Blackout. And we're back, everyone. I think they're doing pretty good. A lot of investigation happening, a lot of clues being found. I'm so proud of them. I think that they should really be tipped. Like, I think they're doing such a phenomenal job. So if you don't mind, you can see off to the right, if you do exclamation, I believe Pally, or tip, one of the two. If you do that, you can pull up and tip them at pally.gg/tip/Other Cider Studios. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Tip these wonderful, chaotic gremlins that we have here. So yeah, don't. We just experienced what the fuck happened with Foxtrot. Like, come on. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to Mo and Cameron. It's just y'all. The ride is not. I don't know if like y'all are talking with each other, but y'all are trying to get there as quickly as possible. And you park.
It's awkward.
It's definitely awkward because it's just like I didn't expect it to just be us two.
I know. Kind of wish, someone more, another person, not someone else. You're fine. You're fine. I just, I was kind of expecting
someone more. Wow.
Someone, no, just like another, like in quantity, okay, not in quality. It's not about that.
Okay, yeah.
Just saying.
But in regards to that in general, like you have an awkwardly silent, maybe ever so often exchanging random, like, this rain, am I right? Like, this won't let up. Yeah. Like that's what the conversation is. You park a block away from avenues C and D, that like in between space. At the bottom of Alphabet City is what it's called. It's like a little corner of park there. Aw. Sorry, I just read chat. Don't mind me, people. But you get out, park, you find a good parking spot, and you start walking towards this entrance. Cameron, you might have been to Caligo before, just not as often, maybe, because you're not a magic user. And you follow a Caligo butterfly that clearly isn't. It is out of place. There's no Caligo butterflies in Manhattan. Definitely not during rainy season. And you follow it. Follow down a path between buildings that originally the path was not there. It looks like an alley. And you walk down, and then you come out into a world that looks very much like a mirror realm. Like, it looks like an avenue block, and it keeps on going forever. If you look up, the sky is a different color, a gradient of pinks, blues, and purples. And buildings that seem to stretch on forever. Doesn't look normal. But this is the magical corner of Manhattan, where all magic users go to get what they need, where all supernatural entities go to, like, hang out without hiding, essentially. You do know that Marcus and anybody else at the core that is a supernatural entity would normally come here to hang out or get what they need that they can't get elsewhere, such as blood bags, maybe fresh meat for werewolves, stuff like that. And you both are walking next to each other as Mo leads the way to the Collector's Conservatory. And I'll leave it up to y'all as y'all walk. It's gonna take a little bit of walk to get there.
All right, how tall are you, Cameron?
5'3".
God bless. I am 6 foot even. So
not tall.
Yeah, you're like, what? I was just curious.
Don't
bring your child to work day.
Yes. Cameron's all like, wow. Oh my god. I feel like she's just having the best time being here.
Oh, I was about to say, have you not been here before?
No,
Oh,
no,
really?
I haven't. No, I haven't worked a whole lot in this area. I haven't had to come into this area a whole lot. Like, nothing I could just ask other people to do for me. So, this is my first time being in here myself.
Oh, well, welcome. Don't look anybody in the eye.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Just kind of keep your limbs tucked in. Yeah.
Okay. Are they? Is someone gonna attack me? Is it
No.
because I'm not magic?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying, don't be rude.
I'm not being rude. I thought I was. Okay.
No, I'm not saying you're being rude now. I'm just telling you don't be rude in the future. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. Sorry.
etiquette.
No, like no, like
no.
I just thought like maybe I don't know. Like there's unspoken rules here and all that. So
no, most people are really chill. They're just people. They just have a little bit extra going on with them, you know?
Dope.
I guess.
Yeah, I think it's kind of dope. Got their own little like place here, you know?
Yeah, I suppose so.
It's kind of nice.
Well, you should come more often then.
I'd like to, but I'm busy.
Thought you said you were a freelancer.
I take a lot of jobs all the time. I'm honestly just constantly taking jobs. Gotta, keep the rent paid and water on.
Why don't you
city.
do the core full time then? It pays pretty well.
I mean, it's kind of nice to take jobs from, old guy down the street who's seeing stuff, or, someone who needs me to go out to their family cabin to figure out.
You can't say shit. Ambrose, you can't say shit.
Y'all do this to me all the time. I finally get to do it. Shush. Continue.
Old man down the street. Yep.
Yeah, like I'm just. It's cool, kind of getting to work like a little more directly with people instead of like, kind of working through other people. It's personal. I like that.
Like Uber.
Like what?
Uber? Like Uber? That's what Uber is, isn't it?
Like the car service.
Yeah, like the car service. Lyft.
Why is that like Uber?
I mean, you just said you would rather talk to people more directly as opposed to doing that through a different. Is that not the same thing? I'm sorry.
I guess I can kind of get what you're saying. No. Like I can see what you're saying. Like it's similar. It's a personable thing. Like yeah, I get it.
Yeah. You're a freelancer. You're kind of like a monster Uber, kind of.
Monster Uber. I could come up with like a little LLC. I should.
You could have it. It's not really creativity. It's not really my thing, But if you wanna...
Monster.
Just starts trying to put you got it. Keep going.
Monster together. Just starts mumbling to themselves.
Okay. While you're mumbling monster Uber, I can workshop this, and you're like beautiful minding this while this is happening.
Beautiful minding.
Mo, your phone rings while you're a few blocks away from Caligo. The Collective Observatory.
Do I do it without checking?
Up to you.
Temptation. Yeah, well.
Without looking?
Tap it. Yeah, without looking. Yeah, I'm just assuming it's something important.
Okay, cool. Your clue's coming in.
Yay!
Because you used a luck point in the last episode.
I did.
Mo.
Yep.
We still need to talk.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh.
It's been a whole 24 hours since the last time I
I'm
messaged
so
you.
sorry. Yeah. I was I was doing lot last night. So is that
Is
that
that
why you
someone
were
from the office?
No, it's not, I mean he's kind of from the office, I guess, kind of, yeah. I think
Is this someone I
it's work.
know?
I don't know if you know him. You kind of met him
Are
briefly
we having a conversation
yesterday.
now?
No,
Are you
no,
busy,
no, no,
or-
no. Cameron's here.
Is
Say
it
hi.
something I need? Do you need to put on a speaker?
No. No.
Okay, no, I was just checking.
No.
That's fine.
Do you have anything for me, Damien?
Yes, I do, but I would like to talk with you later today if you're available.
Yeah. I'll I will make some time.
Are you gonna back out of it this time?
I can't promise nothing. Things come up at work.
Mo.
Sometimes we be fighting dolls and shit.
Mo.
Yes. I will not back out of it.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Yes. I know. I'm sorry. And I do want to talk. There's just a lot going on right now. That's all.
I understand.
I promise.
Okay. Fine. I have something for you. Yes. I went back to 𝚑𝚘𝚘, obviously, to get more changes of clothes rather than just 3 days. Staying at a hotel nearby the core, and stuff like that. But while I was there, I did want to look into Jack Olson, how he came back, now that I know a little bit more about how magic works enough. So I did some digging. I went back to kind of find out what happened with Jack. His body had been bought in to, obviously, to be reburied for that purpose. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Someone else was taking care of that particular case. But at some point, he did go missing, but only for the course of a day, maybe. So whatever happened quick in terms of reviving him. If I remember correctly, with Ezra and the other people that used to live in 𝚑𝚘𝚘, them being taken for revival purposes, their souls, right? I remembered that they didn't get to finish because they didn't get you or Ezra. So
Yep.
I had thought that maybe someone might have gone missing or died, either in town or out of town. So I did some research, and lo and behold, someone did go missing that fit the criteria of kind, generous, a kind soul.
Is that what the criteria was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like 3 different victims, all philanthropic, doctors.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you forget that?
No, I didn't forget. I was
busy.
No.
Very busy. You
Not...
seem very busy, Mo.
I'm incredibly busy, Damien.
Yeah, as I've heard.
Anything else?
She went missing. Her body has never been found. A county over.
Okay.
That I am going to deduce here that someone took her, killed her, and used her soul to come to 𝚑𝚘𝚘 and revive Jack.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was, but apparently someone did it.
We kind of just assumed that. I'm sorry, I forget his name. Who was the guy who Jack's husband? Ben, thank you. We kind of just assumed that Ben was trying to revive Jack because he wanted his husband back. But what if there was some reason more?
I mean, Jack did come back with a directive to revive somebody, and he couldn't get out of his head.
So,
or not revive, like help someone to come out of a coma.
So
this might have been something that needed to happen for somebody.
That's just a big long chain of conflicts. Is there we might have to ask Megan for that. Try to check in on what's his face, Mr. Murderer Man.
Murderer Man.
Yeah. And
Ben Giles.
whatever.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah, I'm glad you remember. I was too busy being mad that I was about to die.
You're welcome. No, that's valid and fair. I wasn't aware that he was alive still. Granted, Willow has made it very clear that they weren't going to say what happened to him. So, if he's still alive, that is some way to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if he is, I didn't really ask for details, but if he is, maybe we can. You know what? I want to question him. Maybe we could just ask them to question him.
Okay. So.
Okay.
That's what I have for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Of course. Take care, Mo, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, later.
Do you want me to meet you at your place? Somewhere else?
Maybe somewhere else. My place not that private anymore.
Okay.
I mean, you know.
Oh, I think you did. Core. My hotel. It doesn't have to be the room. It could be like a meal space.
Yep. Yeah, like they have like a bar.
Yeah.
Or something.
There's a bar there.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, we can do that. What time?
5, 6. So it's not too late.
Right.
You can get back.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I will meet you at your hotel. 5, 6 tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't run away, Mo.
Bye. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.
And he hangs up. You're making that face, Cameron. You see this side of the conversation.
You ever dated?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably. You're
Why?
young and hot and probably know what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, thanks.
Hate you. I hate that.
I'm calling HR.
Calling HR.
Employees fraternizing.
You sound like you're having some relationship issues. Because it sounds a little. I think it's cool that there's no like work conflict rules you gotta like dodge around.
We're not on necessarily the same team. If it was the same team, it'd be another story. Also, sometimes maybe we just don't really talk about it. That's just a thing that happens sometimes. But no, it's not. Listen, there's no issue necessarily. It's just that I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, well, nobody knows what they're doing.
Okay, yeah, no, I am. I don't know what I'm doing, though. Like, it's not nodding.
Like, when in going to the hotel, because I'm sorry, I did hear that part.
No.
You can just like set your boundaries.
The bar. We're not going anywhere.
I just heard
the bar.
I just heard bar, then hotel. Like, I didn't.
No.
It doesn't have to be anything weird. Like, you can just be like boundaries,
No, yeah, I know. I just like what. So like, I'm not discussing this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
Okay, no, you don't have to.
We don't gotta do this.
No, it's chill. I mean, but it sounds like you got somewhere to go tonight. So let's get this shit going.
I guess, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you might want to like get a little,
No, I don't know. What are you saying?
Like,
what is this? What are you doing?
Make sure your business up,
No. Because like it's not about like It's about.
I mean,
like,
Momo, you got like natural rose. Like you don't got to do much. I'm just saying.
oh,
Like
thank you.
if you wanted,
But
like
no.
if you want to like take some time to like,
What you mean, like freshen up?
yeah, get a little, perfume, little.
Honestly, I don't use perfume.
Okay, look, I don't know what you do.
I don't know what I do either. That's the problem. That's literally what I'm trying to
Just
say.
do you,
So
you
you'll
know?
eventually
because that's
get
not-
to
Yeah.
you eventually get to awkwardly having this conversation, Mo being like, I don't know what I'm doing, dog, and eventually get to the front entrance of the collector's conservatory. As you approach Cameron, you get a ping on your phone. A message is coming in as Mo opens the door.
Look at it.
The message is from Amber, your manager, and it's kind of doing that thing where it's like, hey, don't forget tonight, call time is at 7. I would prefer if you got here earlier because it's you we're talking about. But as long as you make it at 7, it's fine. You remember, right? Question mark.
Thumbs up emoji, winky face emoji, ghost emoji.
Ghost emoji.
Ghost?
A ghost. I'm a ghost.
Ghost.
Just our eye roll emoji is in response to whatever the slew of emojis are.
Eyes looking to the side emoji.
So it's like, just be there. I think that your friend Marcus is coming earlier to make sure everything's there. Yeah.
Those are like eyes with stars.
Thumbs up emoji. Like there's just an emoji conversation happening. It's like, cool.
I hate this.
Trying to be quick.
Yeah, be there, be on time, and that's the last thing that she sends. So yeah, right now it is 1 o'clock, I would say. So like, you're good. Y'all
Be all right.
did enough research into stuff. That's how much time lapsed. You go in. Cameron, when you walk in, it's very it looks like a conservatory, so like a lot of glass domes happening above and all over. Essentially, it's kind of giving a greenhouse vibes, but of course there's no actual foliage here. It looks like there's sections of glass separating out different magical items. There's a lot of magical ingredients that are out for display for people to grab and gather and bring to the front. There is a register at the front. It's giving very old-timey vibes. Several shelves, kind of apothecary meets a greenhouse meets a magic store is the best way to put it. There are some greenery, but for the sake of magical potions is the best way to put it. You see a woman standing behind that looks very cute. She probably is. You probably can't tell from behind because she's probably standing on something, but you get the vibe that she's short, either your height or shorter. Has black hair and a pixie cut, pale skin, green eyes, and is kind of given a vibe of like an old-timey bartender look. Is what the outfit looks like. And she turns to look at you and waves and smiles knowingly when she sees Mo enter. Hi. How are you? Oh, and you brought a friend.
Hey, I did bring a friend. Yeah, we had a question for you. Need some help.
Oh, well, first of all,
Some of your
hello,
expertise.
new patron. My name is Audrey. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you are.
Cameron like opens her mouth and then pauses and then looks over to Mo like very pointedly.
Mo gives you like a that's up to you, my dad. But like it's like a shrug, so it's not like a full on shake of the head.
Okay.
Like she's
like,
she's trustworthy.
Cameron.
Nice to meet you, Cameron. It's a pleasure. So yeah, welcome. Welcome to my shop. I sell all sorts of oddities, magical items, magical ingredients and reagents and stuff like that. Whatever you need, we have that, and I still stand by that. Except for Reaper's Breath, which I'm trying to still find a source for that. But other than that, that's what we have.
Yes.
So you're here to give me my information? Looks like
I do have some of that as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you that later. But no, actually I was in need of your automaton expertise. We found something. Can't really quite make out what it is. Just hoping you could take a look.
Automaton. Well, I don't know. I don't have any expertise on making automatons, unfortunately. But I do know a couple of people that would. We do sell a couple of people that looks to around the store. There are a couple of smaller gizmos made by that look kind of gold or brass that are put together to be to move on their own. They might be magically powered. So like maybe like a brass horse that moves on its own and activates on its own. You do see a cockatoo that is beautifully sculpted in at the front where the glass to the storefront is, and it is looking at you. It's cocking its head to the side, and it looks almost like a real cockatoo, but you can tell because of the joints that it is an automaton. Yes, Mo, you're gonna say something.
No, I was waving at the bird.
Oh, you're just waving at the cockatoo. Okay.
I was just waving at the bird.
Cameron wants the cockatoo.
You want the cockatoo? Did you say that out loud?
No.
Like,
in third person. Cameron's just staring at the cockatoo like.
Oh my god, it's so cute. And Audrey just nods. It's like, yeah, but I can probably talk towards it. It's just not my expertise exactly.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you can give us would be incredibly helpful, or if you can point us in the direction of someone who might know, that'd be good.
That's kind of like not a dead art, like a dying art. Like not a lot of people know how to think of like an artificer kind of situation, like a magical art.
Like Latin.
What? Yeah, like yes, Latin. You're cute, Cameron. But but yes, like Latin, it is a dying art form. Not a lot of people do that anymore because there's other bigger, better magical ways to do things. But you can show me what you have in regards to what you're looking for, what information you might need. Like, do you have anything for me?
I don't have it with me. I got some pictures though.
Show me.
I will show her the pictures.
Okay. You look at the pictures, and it looks like a case, obviously. So, like, Audrey's looking through. Like I said, there's 3 different pictures. There's a close-up of, like, some gizmos or, like, extra bits, and probably not coming from the actual item, whatever is missing. But it is probably, like, leftover. Like, oh, if something does go wrong, here's, like, ways to fix it. Very much like IKEA. Extra little bits. So like that's what it is. Like, so that's the only reason why people are like, this is probably something made by an artificer or someone that knows how to make high level magic automatons of some sort, or even like a mechanism that is magically powered, which you're not sure what it is. She looks at the picture where there's little bits, and she turns it and keeps on turning it like, If I had like a different angle at those items, they might have markings on it that are unique to whoever made it. But something this size, it's not like an automaton, like a fully built one, for instance. It might be a mechanism that has a purpose or a specific purpose to do something. Usually something that can create something or disrupt something. Based off of the size. Usually those are the only 2 things that I could think of for a mechanism that's made like this. Or opening something is another one, I guess. So creating, opening, disrupting.
Oh, interesting.
The thing is, like I said, since it's a dying art, there's other magic spells that can do that, right? So like people can make leveled up magic spells, big magic as we love to put it, to disrupt some things. But this, you don't need that. It's already made. It's like you press a button, it triggers. You don't need different components, parts, or whatever, or time and research. It just does what it's supposed to do, as long as it's placed correctly somewhere.
You know, if something like this would have multiple like uses, like multiple.
It could have like 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
2 or 3 before you need to like re-up it, recharge it, something like that.
Recharge it. How would one go about charging something like this?
You kind of pour your own magical energy into it, or you use a foci source, like a crystal that powers it, something like that, or whatever power source you want to apply that fits correctly.
Okay. Must be pretty important if you're gonna have to use it multiple times. I'm only asking because, you know what? This is an ongoing investigation. I probably can't discuss it with you.
Can't
Thank you,
disclose
though.
that. It's under investigation.
Yes. I
Uh-huh.
heard. Thank you, Cameron.
No problem.
Thank you, Cameron.
Cameron's
Kind of
cute. Like, looks at Mo and points at Cameron like Cameron's not there.
So a lot of people talk about That's fair.
Yes, they are very super duper cute. Cameron, why don't you go look at the bird?
Oh yeah, look at the bird. Just
You look at the bird, you go to the bird, you look at it.
immediately wanders off.
So not that far away, like maybe like a few feet, like a little more than a few feet, like, but enough where like you can't hear what Mo is saying. Mo and Audrey are saying, I would assume.
Yeah. So apparently, I looked into the Corps archives, like you said. There was an incident about, I think it was like 170-ish, 173-ish years ago, where an attempted revival happened and went horribly, terribly wrong. Not entirely sure exactly what happened. Just know that there were, like, did you say it was like pieces of souls left over? Is that what you said? Yeah. There was just that, and apparently the person was so distraught that they just stayed at the scene until the Corps got there, and they were taken into custody. Here's the thing, though. The name of that person and the name of the person they were trying to revive, they're redacted. They're barred from me, so I cannot access those files unless I ask somebody higher up than I am. I don't know how deep you want to go with that, and I suspect that it has something to do with your boy. But if so, or if not, if I were to pursue this, I would need a little something more.
Hold on. So you see her turn around. There's like a back room right behind the register, so that you see her go into that. You don't really see what's going on back there. You just hear a lot of rustling, a lot of moving boxes and kind of situation. And what ends up happening is she comes out with like a shoebox, like something like a shoebox, and opens it and rifles through as she's walking towards you to find a picture, or a series of pictures. And they look very old, a little older than 100 years maybe, very old-timey. And she takes a photo and puts it on the table. 2 photos. There is, you see 2 people, and one of them is beautiful, a woman with long golden hair put into a ponytail, high collar blouse, brilliant smile, light colored eyes. Since it's a black and white photo, you can't tell what the color was. And next to that person, you see like a masculine looking person, who is taller than them, dark wavy hair pulled out of their face, also pale, light colored eyes, freckles on their face with the big grin on their face. It's very warm and inviting. And they're dressed in a really nice suit. It looks like it's picture day for this couple. It's clear that they're a couple. They're holding each other, looking towards this flash photography situation. It's so bad quality for the time period. That's clear, and there's blurring on the edges to give a certain look to it, a vibe. And she puts that forward to you, pushes it forward, and points to the mask person. It's like, that is Cole.
Handsome.
Yeah. Maybe that can help you narrow it down. If there's no names, maybe a photo that looks similar.
Yeah, I suppose so. Who's the other one?
That's I'd rather not talk about it. If you don't mind.
I understand.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. I will get started on this then. Is there anything else you can tell me that she'd be willing to part with?
Not that I haven't already told you. I haven't seen them since. They didn't tell me what happened. I had to find out later.
Find out later. Okay.
And by the time I found out, I never saw them again. So.
Why are you why are you trying to track them down? Is it like for a revenge sort of thing? Because I don't really want to get in the middle of that.
It is a revenge thing. Sorry.
Can't say I don't blame you.
They caused the final death of someone I care about. And looks back at that photo. So they deserve to pay for it. It's easy as that.
I get it. Well,
Or
I'll be working on it.
Or I hope that they're dead already. And we don't have to worry about it.
Be convenient, huh?
It's never that simple though, is it?
It really isn't. Well, no, what I was going to tell you is that we've been really busy at the core, so I will be working on it. I just can't promise that it'll be, soon.
I understand. Like I said, I've been waiting for a very long time. What's a few more days, weeks, months? So as long as I can get a definitive answer, a final answer, that's all that matters to me.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you for your help. I turn around and see where Cameron's at.
All right. Well, that's happening because you're having this conversation. Cameron, you are going up to this cockatoo. And it cranes its head as you approach to look at you. And it tips its head at you.
You talk. Straight up talks to it.
Yes.
Cool. Do you, have a purpose? Or are you just a pretty bird?
No, I'm a pretty bird.
The dream. How, I don't know if I should be asking you this, but are you for sale?
Not for sale.
Damn it.
Broken.
You're broken?
I am broken.
How?
It looks like they stare through you, like not through your face, like looking forward and kind of through your body is the best way to put it. Not whole.
What are you missing?
Hello.
Hey.
Are you friends with Mo?
Yeah.
Protect her, will you?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Good.
And then it closes its eyes and it turns off seemingly. Like it's powering down.
Cameron like stares at it for a second and then just kind of like turns. I'm like walks off. It actually goes to like some of the shelves and starts like looking through stuff. Is anything labeled?
Yeah, there's a couple of things out here. There's some that are behind glass, like it's locked up. You can't, like, it's one of those things like, hey, this is the most expensive thing or a high risk thing that you should probably not be touching. There's a couple of higher shelf items that you notice because of the color of them and how they draw, like, they draw your attention. There's like glasses or bottles that are filled with this red, vibrant liquid that swirls around. There's specks of black and pulsings of light of red that move. And then you see there's a couple up there. And the labeling on them or on the case, it says Devil's Favor. And then there's like a tag on each one that seems to have instructions.
These are the ones behind the glass.
There's like the tag is like for you to pick up, but behind the glass.
Oh, okay.
So you can see.
I think she'll pick up the tag and like read it.
One of the tags say Devil of Lust, and then there's a list of what they want of whoever uses this. This one would be a list of all of the hottest bachelors that you can think of in your Facebook list. Minimum of 10, and this is yours. And they have to be an 8 or above. You know what I mean by 8. It keeps on going. It's just like...
And you said there's other like people around the store, right?
There's people that are kind of wandering around. Like there's none.
Nobody else like working.
Like not working, just like people
Dang,
perusing and stuff like that. It looks like only Audrey operates this.
Okay. She's gonna see if there's anything around that looks like a I'm trying to think of the word, but like a alluring like attraction or like there's a word I'm looking for and it's not coming to me and I'm so mad.
Something that like is meant to be like,
not
like a
pheromones.
charisma boost, basically.
Okay.
A what? Say it again. Sorry.
A charisma boost.
Okay.
Oh, something that boosts your charisma.
I said pheromones. I was like, what?
Sure, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there is something in here. If you go further back, this one is a vial that can be taken out of like not a shelf, it is called like a bin kind of situation of different vials. It is a deep pinkish red vial, and it's labeled as I'm not gonna say it's a pheromone. We're not gonna do that. It is meant to be like be like desirable for 10 hours less.
They're gonna pick it up and take it over to Audrey.
So like, hey, can I have one of these?
Yeah, can I have
so Audrey, once like Mo's done with all this and Mo takes the pictures and stuff, like sucking his sweat.
I hate you. You need to stop.
This chat.
I'm done with you.
Y'all don't understand what I have to deal with this fucking chat on the side. So you're like, hey, what's this? As like, Mo's wrapping up the conversation. Oh,
can I have this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that helps with just a boost to charisma, and vibes, and energy. It kind of like makes people like not necessarily want you because that's not it. Just more like adore you, like fawn.
Can I have it? How much is it?
Oh, it costs. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to give you currency for like I'm asking for currency or if you're going to give me a favor.
I probably have more favors.
Sure. I'll do a favor. Like reaches out her hand to you.
Wait, shouldn't we like agree with the favors first before we shake on it?
That's not how this works.
That's not how this works in the story.
All right, yeah, no, like,
it's
okay.
not something that you won't be able to do. It's usually going to be me asking a question or you to do something for me that's not going to go against any of your morals.
Okay, well, if it's okay, if that's the deal, then cool. Yeah.
You reach out, you shake hands with Audrey,
shake
and you
your
feel like a sudden drain, like no damage is taken, but you feel kind of like, something just happened magically. And so like, and now
ooh, magic shit.
Yeah, magic shit. Sorry. But yeah,
no, that's cool. That's cool.
That is yours. Kind of your charisma.
So like, what do? Do you like drink it, snort it, like inject? Oh,
it's a shot.
Shoot it.
You gonna do it right now? Okay, like, and you.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do it right now. No.
So, like, yeah, take it.
Wait, actually, how long does it take to work?
Within 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I don't need it right now.
Really some fine print things you should be.
Do you want some of it? Can you split it? Like, do you have to drink all of it?
I don't.
Because you have that
the
thing
potency
tonight.
No, it's not. I don't
if it
need to
originally
be
10 hours, now it's
desirable.
5 hours. If we split that, so that's up to you.
You could totally split this.
He already likes
I'm
me.
telling you. No, but like, you could have a little more.
I don't need a little more. I don't need that. I don't need that.
I was just offering.
No, I appreciate it. You keep it. You don't really need it either, sis. But do you? I'm just.
You never know when you might.
No, I
need it for things.
What do you need it for?
I don't know.
So why don't you save it?
That's the thing. I'm gonna save it, but like I was
okay. I really thought you were just gonna take a shot like right now.
Oh no, not right.
I'm sorry. You're right. We can go outside.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much, Audrey.
I'm really glad.
Great.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Cameron. Y'all are wonderful.
Great.
See you next time.
Don't disrupt
Appreciate
the
your bird's
here.
broken.
Goodbye. What do you mean?
By the way,
don't worry about that. That's a whole other thing. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, bye.
Bye. You can't just tell someone the bird is broken.
But like, I feel like they should know. Like something.
I'm pretty sure
broken.
She knows.
It's not on sale because it's broken. Like, I tried to buy it, but I can't because it's broken.
Well, I mean, it's a
no one knows
piece.
you.
I don't know if you. Yeah, she's kind of saved my butt once.
The
maybe.
Bird?
No, wait. I'm sorry. What? The bird knows me?
The bird knows you.
How does the bird know me?
I don't know. Told me to protect you. It knows you.
Every time you've been to the store, the bird has addressed you as Mo, like 2 times in a row.
Ed really just blocked that out.
I did. You did, like, when it did happen, you were like freaked out, to be honest.
I was exhausted, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, wow, that's some information I'm gonna tuck away and not think about. So I'll be surprised again when it happens again, but for now, we're just gonna move on.
Yes.
All right. Did you get what you needed?
I more or less.
I didn't know there was stuff that was like classified above me, but it makes sense.
No, it's not. It was like a personal thing.
Wow.
It was a personal thing.
That's so nice. You're nice. You're like, you've got this cool like mom vibe, and I don't mean that in like an age thing. Like it's dope. Like it's like you really do, like, because not all older people like have that, but like you do. Like you just have this like care vibe, and I think it really brings the team together. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Cameron. I think I really need to hear that, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty dope too.
Thanks.
All right. So y'all, where are y'all heading? Are you gonna go back to the core?
Yeah, I think
probably.
I was gonna say the core might be my next step. I got a couple of things that I gotta do there. First of all, Audrey said that we could take a closer look at the items because they might have like a signature on them, I guess, basically about who made it. And then I could probably hit up the library or possibly talk to someone who is a higher rank than me.
Yeah, you can do that. There's a couple of people that are.
There are a couple of people. Do I want to talk to any of them?
Yeah.
Listen.
While you're thinking,
Janice is my boss and she's scary. Aurora.
Yeah. You haven't talked to Aurora in a little bit.
I feel like Aurora's gonna have to be my best bet, because here's the thing, is Theo is being a little shit right now.
You're being a little shit to him, so he's being a little shit back.
Exactly. So we're on each other's shit list. So
So much on the shit list that you're willing to talk to Aurora about it?
God, see, that's my dilemma is the thing, you know? Because it's Aurora. She's just kind of...
Aurora. It's her.
She's just Aurora, yeah.
Right.
And you know what? I feel like Theo would understand. I did it for Ezra. So he'd get it. All right, so I'll talk to Theo. But yes, sorry, go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
you
I was
are all going
weighing
back
the
to
pros and
core.
cons. Yes, back to the core.
Unfortunately, Cameron, by the time you were done with the store here, you still have plenty of time to go back if you leave, like, at the core at a certain time. Like, you have, like...
Oh, okay.
So you're fine. Like, it's not like
you
you're
said
hanging out
unfortunately.
like, if, like, oh, it's, like, right there versus, like, there's
Oh,
4
I see.
hours, 4 or 5 hours
Yeah.
left of, like...
There's no
you
excuse
can
to be like, oh
do
no, I
something
have to
else.
stay.
Yeah, I gotta stay in this area for a little bit. All right.
Roll
So,
for it.
y'all leave Calico. Get in your Escalade, Mo,
Like,
to get back to the core.
why do you laugh every time?
Because it's like the last thing I expected you to say about your car. I was expecting
I
like
have like a
like a-
Tahoe or something.
I was expecting a minivan or like a soccer mom car.
A
not an Escalade.
minivan?
Yeah, 'cause
No. I'm a badass.
That's fair.
I'm a badass.
There's so many other
Yes.
cars, but an
A
Escalade is
badass
just...
with no gas. Let's go.
Amen. God bless.
I love y'all so goddamn much. So you head back, and you, I'm assuming converge with everybody, on Jack's floor, and we're going to end it there. But of course, because it's me, I'm gonna end with a stinger because we love those, don't we?
Sure.
We go to a darker space of some sort. You hear dripping sounds like water falling between cracks of brick. There's an echoing of subway cars, maybe? Something cavernous, but very urban. There's a space off to the side, kind of like if you're going down a tunnel where a subway would go. There's like a surface exit, like within the wall of like the tunnel kind of situation that workers normally use to check out what's going on there. Through there is a empty space that has been utilized and repurposed as a safe room in the core. So it's one of those things where a door that has sigils that only certain people can activate, and in there you see the small frame of Jack with a laptop sitting in a chair. It's a very small space, very giving like a studio apartment vibe situation, and they look very nervously at the door and like typing away on their computer, and they're seeking through that video that they had downloaded from a VHS that was given to them to make it digitized for their computer. And they're looking through a larger format of video. And it looks like they are scrubbing to find that blur that had been originally seen. And it looks like they're trying to use specific technology to like slow it down more so that like there's a better still, essentially. And as they're trying and they start zooming in on it, you see it from behind the laptop. You're looking at Jack as they're like getting closer and closer to finding out what's going on. It's like, all right, come on, we're close. Okay, there it is. Fuck. And then like closes their laptop, pulls out a phone, and they look through and they hover over Cordelia's name for a second. And then they think better of it. And they keep on going. And then there is a number that they were able to pull from somewhere. And they dial it. Pull it up to their phone. Okay, I didn't know who to trust. or anything. And they stand up and they're pacing in this small space of a safe room. All right, like, I know you're no longer at the core anymore, and this was a last-ditch effort, so I need your help. Can you come here? You know what I look like, right? I'm Jack, right? Like, you remember me, right? And then in a split second, that air condenses down and then expands out. And standing there, we see Millie. Hood down, round glasses, white bangs with dark hair that is short. Given full edgelord this time, like there's chains and metal, and it's pretty fucking badass. Grave wings that are out for a split second before folding back and vanishing from view. And then they look back at Jack, like, jerk their jaw, hey. And then we're gonna end right there. Thank you, everyone, so much for participating in this episode. I am your keeper, Ambrose, and we're gonna start from reverse order. Who was it before? Vin, go ahead. I love the sigh that happens inevitably when I do my stingers with you.
We have a lot of fun here at Other Side Art Studios, and I would like to thank everyone for coming out and participating and having fun with us. But fuck this. I don't know.
Fuck it, I don't know.
I'm kidding. Again, I'm Vin at 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚕𝚑 on Twitter. I am a voice actor and tabletop performer, or tabletop getting played, because I don't know what's going on. Again, Twitter at 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚕𝚑, or my website if you want to see me be professional and voice actor-y at 𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑
Jazz, also known as 𝚑𝚎𝚎 on the everywheres. Twitter, who knows? But I'm on Blue Sky now. Hey, yeah, I'm not calling it that. I refuse. I still
it has a
call
different
hop
meaning
and drops,
on tabletop to X.
I
Not
still
for
call
that
hops
purpose.
and drops hopjacks. So I see it, I acknowledge it, I refuse. That's it. Wow. You can find me gosh, Other Side of Studios, Queen's Court Games, Girls Run These Worlds, some other places that I probably can't talk about yet. And various one shots around the yeah. You can find me if you try really hard. Google 𝚑𝚎𝚠 and I'll probably pop up, honestly. Also, I was going to say that if you like what I do and you want to read stories that I write, I do have a short story in an anthology coming up. The anthology is called Being Ace. It is an anthology of multi-genred stories featuring asexual characters all across the spectrum, written by asexual authors all across the spectrum.
Yeah, buddy.
Check it out. Edited by Madeline Dyer. You can add it on Goodreads and NetGalley and pre-order it now. Should be out October. I want to say 14th. That's probably not correct, but soon. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay.
October. Yeah.
All right. Next, Iris.
Hi, my name is Iris Wyndham, pronouns she, they. I've been playing Cordelia Bennett or Cassandra Blackwell, pronouns she, her. Why does my friend not trust me? I told him so much and we did so much together.
No, don't worry. It's not because it's you. There's a reason.
I'm sure, but it doesn't make it hurt any less. Anywho, you can find me on Twitter, as well as Instagram and other things. I don't post often, but I do occasionally, and I always retweet casting calls and stuff like that. You can find me just about anywhere at Iris Wyndham VO. And yeah.
Right. And Calamity.
Hello, I'm Calamity. You can find me as Hey Calamity with 3 Ys all over the internet. Blue Sky too. I'm on there now. I what is this coming out September? Oh, we already announced that anyway. But yeah, I am also in another Monster of the Week game actually. Over on Fiends of Fairwick, which you'll see more information about soon. And I think by the time this comes out, there will also be something else I can announce. But if you see, I can only say if you see something called Tell Hearts, that might be something I'm involved with. That's it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, I can't say nothing. Hi everybody. Hi, I'm Ambrose. What's up? It's your boy, 𝚑𝚑𝚢. I am the creative director and founder of Jesus Christ. Rain. It's raining where I am. Hi everybody.
Award winning.
Oh. I am award-winning Ambrose, best player for 𝚂𝚎𝚎 games. I found out recently. Hello, everybody. It's pretty fucking lit. I am the creative director and founder of Arcane Core, but 𝚘𝚎𝚎 Studios. It was a blast to play with these wonderful people this session. You can find me as SS Ambrose everywhere except for Twitter ? And Instagram, because those places tend to hate me for some reason. And I have to add numbers or underscores in order to like get that name, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm also on Blue Sky as SS Ambrose. So I'll see you there if you're there. But yeah, this was wonderful. This was amazing. The heavens have opened up where I live, and it is a torrential downpour all of a sudden. But it's totally fine. Thank you for participating in this episode 4, See No Evil. And yeah, please tip this wonderful cast. They were amazing. They deserve this and more. But yeah, if you pull it up on the side, Tip or Pally, I don't remember, to the side there, it'll be pally.gg/tip/other cider studios. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you soon. See you on the other side.